Hey Taurus, it's Bluntly Spoken. We're going to go ahead and do your reading for January of 2021. Got a couple decks here. We're going to go ahead and pull a few messages off of each one and see what the message is for you for January of 2021. Let's go ahead and get started. After I lay these cards down, we'll check it out. I'll pull you one oracle and a couple of the little charms I have, and let's see what we got going on. All right, let's get started. And this one wants to come out, so that's where we're going to start. Overall is the Emperor, which is the wisest man in the deck. He's the smartest man in the deck. To me, that's a Gemini card. Could be dealing with a Gemini. You've got Gemini in your chart, or you're just a very, very logical thinker. Let's keep going and see what we got. Here we go. So we got the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Right? Page of Pentacles is luck. Queen of Pentacles is comfort. And Seven of Cups is choices. It's saying it's good choices. Yep. Because this logic, you do things with your head. You're very logical. Let's see what we got. We got the Two of Wands. Let's see if we'll pull two more of the Angel deck. Okay, let's see what we got. Five of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. Set it up there. Let's see what we got. So what I see so far is, so you got the smartest man in the deck is telling me that you use your mind. You're a very logical thinker when it comes to anything. Page of Pentacles tells me that there's something that needs to be said or something that's going to be told to you. Queen of Pentacles is you're very comfortable with this conversation. Choices and these choices. So that's what this conversation is going to be about. Choices. Then I got the Two of Wands, which is progress. Five of Pentacles, which is isolation, but your Hierophant is your blessing. So it's telling me that this conversation is a good conversation. It's a very comfortable conversation that you have. So maybe it's just a regular conversation that changes you into, moves you forward. Isolation could be anything. Maybe it's just a you and him conversation, or maybe it's, you kind of hear what needs to be said and then you didn't really want to hear it, but you needed to. There's a difference between a want and a need. Like when you want to hear something and what you need to hear, and this is a need to hear conversation. So it's either somebody having that conversation with you or you having that conversation with somebody else, right? But the conversation is comfortable, you know what I mean? And it progresses into. So you may need a little bit of minute after this conversation, you or them, but it's a blessing in disguise, the conversation. It opens up a lot, shows who you guys really are and how strong this really is. Yep, and it says the Three of Wands, which is the bottom of the deck, is preparation. So it prepares you for the next set of your journey, So if this is a job conversation about your job, it's telling me that I need you to work on a few things, and you work on these couple things, and then definitely the promotion is yours. This is a relationship, and it's just saying, I just need a couple things to tweak. Like maybe we should have more open conversations. Maybe you shouldn't be so sentimental or so personal with everything that I do. Sometimes I just need time for myself, and you take it like you did something wrong, and I just need time for myself sometimes. Like if it's a good conversation, it takes that relationship into a direction like, oh, okay, I was taking it personal, but I shouldn't have, and now I get it. And it takes a little bit of that stress away. It's a good conversation. It's a blessing. So Two of Stones. And then I got the Page of Stones and the Four of Stones. So it's telling me it's definitely grounded. It's going to be a good conversation. You might need a minute, or they might need a minute to breathe. Yep, Three of Stones. Stones everywhere. They're all stones. 2, 3, 4. And the Page. Rock solid. It's a good conversation. So like I said, either you're going to talk to somebody or somebody's going to talk to you. But either way, the conversation is great. And maybe they don't call you for a day or so because they need to absorb that information, But it's not a bad thing. It's just fine. Yep. And we come down Three of Stones, which you talked about. We got the Six of Spirals and the Ten of Mirrors. So spirals, when I see the Six of spirals to me are in your head, right? But these ones are isolated into these bags or into these pillowcases or these blankets or whatever. So it's telling me that whatever was talked about up here is resolved. Now it's isolated, which is good. Then the Ten of Mirrors is the ending to a beginning, which tells me that whatever that conversation was supposed to do in a relationship or in a business partnership, it definitely did what it was supposed to do. Yep, and the bottom of the card on this deck is your Wheel of Fortune, which is the cycle being moved. Let's see what other messages we got. Good job. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good. It's good. And you're a very logical thinker, and that lets people really pay attention to what you have to say. Because when people emotionally talk, like, people tend to not take them seriously, you know. I'm going to do 3 more times, and then we're going to go ahead and just go to the oracle, because it seems like they don't really have anything that they want to say. 1, 2. Nope, that's it. Okay. So what I have is the cat. Cat to me is the one that pays attention. He pays attention to everything. So he's like a sly dog, and I know that makes no sense because he's a cat, but that's how I look at cats. It's the sly dog. They're very, very quiet. You don't ever know they're there, but they see and hear and understand everything. And then followed by the anchor, which is solid information, because that's what your facts were based on. And then this is your oracle. How beautiful that is. Key to your heart. Yep. 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 is an angel number. You should look that up. Yeah. So whatever this conversation did, if it was a business or in pleasure, like, it really worked. It needed to be said. Like I said, if somebody spoke to you or you spoke to somebody, however the situation was, because you're a logical thinker, it is the best outcome. It's good shit. It was just stuff that needed to be said, little silly stuff that was irritating you, or they were irritating them, or however it was, but it stopped whatever that negativity was going to happen, because somebody just needed to understand why those things were being done the way that they were. And that's really all it took, was somebody to sit down and, like, let me tell you why I do this. It has nothing to do with you personally. It's just me. You know? Pull a couple little. I got an X. Huh. So that can mean an X. Maybe it was an X. Then you had a conversation. You just needed to get it out. You know, maybe it helps you move forward. It gets that off your page. It gets that off your, you know. Could happen. I've had a conversation with my ex. After the fact, he needed to be released. And I released him. You know, like, in a good way. Like, I released him to be able to move forward. He needed to hear that in order to move forward with his next relationship. Yep. And so I have the tree, which is growth, the chakra tree. I have the crown, king crown. I have the ring. I have the heart. I have the bunny, which is free will, you know, free will. And the seahorse. The bunny, just like, he's rampant, you know, he runs the field, just have at it. He just has a blast. Seahorse is the same way, just like childish, like carefree. But it was someone you loved. Commitment. You had a commitment with this person, or, you know, or still do. But the ex came out, so it makes me think like it was an ex that you released, that you had this conversation with, and maybe because of that conversation, maybe the ex released you, and you're able to move forward into a committed relationship. But either way, the burden is lifted off of whoever's back. It was a good conversation, a very productive, a very healing conversation for both. Yep. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Let me know in the comment below if it resonates with you. I'd like to know. Go ahead and take a moment if you can subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate it. All right, have a blessed day.